Okay, exercise 5.8, circles and semicircles. X squared plus y squared equals r squared is with center 0, 0 and radius r. Okay? If we look at something like x squared plus y squared equals 16, that is a circle with center 0, 0. What's the radius? And radius 4. Let's see if it is a function. So this is what it looks like. So that's a circle with center 0, 0, radius 4. Is it a function? Is or is not a function? What test does it have to pass to be a function? Vertical line test. Or for every x value there's only supposed to be one y value, so this is not a function, it's a relation. Okay? It's not a function because it doesn't pass the vertical line test, so it does not pass the vertical line. So vertical line test. In other words, a vertical line cuts the graph in more than one place. Or we could say some of the x values have more than one y value. So just about all the x values have more than one y value, except for x is 4 and negative 4. But every other x value has more than one y value. Let's have a look at the domain and the range of this function. So that was our first thing. We're just looking at the ordinary circle, and then we're going to shift our circles up, down, right, etc. And then we're going to look at semicircles. Looked at questions like this where we work out the domain and range of these circles. So what is the domain? Negative 4 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4. And the range is from negative 4 is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to 4. Sorry. Sort of form of a circle. Okay, so this is where the center of the circle is not at the origin. So when you've got a circle with center AB, you can often see it written as HK as the center of the circle, and radius R, the equation of the circle is x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. X minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. Now, the circle has to be in the form x minus a squared plus y minus b squared. So I'm going to rewrite it as x minus 1 squared plus y minus what? Negative 2 squared equals r squared. So I'm going to write 3 squared. Okay? I want it in that form. X minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. So this is a circle. So we have a circle with radius what? Center what? 1, negative 2. Now, it's pretty much what makes this 0. 1, what makes inside the bracket 0, negative 2. Okay? That's how you can look at it as. You know what's in the brackets, the sideways shift, all right? So if I want to sketch that, just be careful when you sketch it. So, because it's got to be in the format x minus something, and y minus something. So the center is 1, negative 2. So down here. And the radius is 3. So I'm going to draw this fairly big. So I'm just going to go one line is a unit. So this is 1, negative 2. And if my radius is 3, how far out should it come? And how far down? Let's draw this circle. So from this 1, -2, I'm going to go, radius is 3, so 3 units out over to here. What's that end point? What's that point? If this is 1, -2 down here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 units across. Then I'm going to go 3 units down, 1, 2, 3. That takes me down to where? Good. Then I'm going to go across 3. 1, 2, 3. That takes me to -2. See how important it is to work this out? If the radius is 3, the only way you can work out the 3 units is straight up, straight down, straight across, left and right. You can't do them diagonally, because otherwise you need Pythagoras' theorem to work it out. And then 3 units up from -2 would be +1. Okay? So 3 units up, 3 units down, 3 units across, 3 units across. And there's our circle. Oh, well, it's not the best circle. But this is the point 1, -5. This is the point 4, -2. This is the point -2, -2. Like, you know, you can see the x value, add 3, the x value, subtract 3. The y value, subtract 3, the y value, add 3. Okay? So that's your circle. And once you've drawn that circle, so guys, so from the 1, -2, add 3 to the x value, subtract 3 from the x value, you see? Add 3 to the y value, -2 plus 3 is 1. Subtract 3 from the y value, -2 minus 3 is -5. And so therefore the domain and the range, what are they? What's the domain? X values, what are they going from? -2 to 4, always putting the smaller x value first. And the range, the y values go from -5 through to 1. You know, when you've got x minus a squared plus y minus b squared, you can shift sideways and up or down. This one, where do you think it's just been shifted? The circle, instead of being 0, 0, is 0, -2. It's just been shifted. This is just a downshift, but that's okay, because we know the general form is x minus a, you know, squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. So what's going to be the equation of this? And then we're going to sketch it, and then we're going to find the domain and range, okay? Okay, so what's my a in this case? 0. So yes, it's x minus 0 squared plus y minus -2 squared equals 2 squared. So the equation is x squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 4. So sometimes the shift of the circle is not, it may be just up or down, or it may be sideways. If the shift is just up or down, the change with the comes with the y value. The shift happens with the y value. Okay? And if it's shifted sideways, you get that shift in the brackets with the x value. X plus something in brackets or x minus something in brackets always is the sideways shift with a transformation of a parabola of anything. So I'm just going to sketch it. Look, we can sketch it from there anyway, but that's its equation. So we found the equation. Let's sketch 0, -2 is the center, and the radius is 2. So we're going to go 2 down, 2 up, 2 across, 2 across from the center. So this is 0, -2. So where, do you know where we are? That's 2 units, that's -2 units. Are you okay? 2 across, 2 across, 2 up, 2 down. What's this down here? Negative what? 4. We can label the points if we want. This is 2, -2. This is -2, -2. That's y-intercepts, sorry, down here it's -4, which is 0, -4. And that's 0, 0. So what's the domain and the range? So the domain is from x -2 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to +2, and the range from -4 through to 0, including both points, okay? The center and radius of this circle, we're also going to find the domain and range. Okay. When you look at the equation like that, you need to complete the square, because just think what the equation of a circle that you know what its center and radius is looks like this. X minus a all squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. So let's look at what we've got here. We're going to need to complete the square on this and complete the square on that. Let's take this -4. Let's take the constant term, move it over. So we've got x squared plus, let's complete the square. So we're going to complete the square on the x term and the y term. Complete the squares. X squared plus 4x plus what? Let's pretend I asked you to complete the square on x squared plus 4x plus 2 squared plus y squared minus 2y plus, then I have the plus 1 squared. Now can I take this 4 over there, right? And now what do I add? So pretend I took the 4 over before. Don't I have to add 2 squared and 1 squared as well? All right, I should have taken the 4 over earlier. Got it? And once I do, I add 2 squared to each side and 1 squared to each side. Are we okay? Now let's complete the square. X plus 2 all squared plus, what's this one going to be? Y minus 1 squared, because it's minus 2y, equals, what have we got? 4 plus 9. So this is circle with center. What's the center of this circle? So you may need, and they may not tell you to complete the square, but you've got to know, you think, wait, I can only find center and radius of this circle if it's in the format x minus a squared, y minus b squared, plus y minus b squared is r squared. So whenever you've got an x squared and an x term, you can complete the square, all right? Circle with center what? It's -2, because it's x minus -2. What else? 1. And radius 3. All right. Now, I'm not going to draw a real big version of this. -2, 1. And what you might do if you're going down, up, etc., just what you can do instead of, yes, you can do a quick sketch, right? But just imagine what's happening to your x values, how you're adding 3, you're going back 3, you're going across 3. So let's look at the domain and the range. So to the -2, you go back 3. Does that make sense? Because that's the x value. -2, 1. Oh, yes, of course. What's wrong with me? -2, 1. Sorry about that. Now we want to go down 3, up 3, across 3, across 3. I know it's a bad drawing. Whoa. Okay, just looking at the x values, -2 minus 3, right? What's that? -5 less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to. So this would be -5, 1, and this would be, now -2 plus 3 is positive 1. 1, 1. So domain from -5 through to 1. And the range, look at the y values, add 3 to the 1, and you get 4. And subtract 3 from the 1, and you get -2. All good? So -2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 2, to 4. Okay, and you know what? Make sure there's 6 units between them. 3 up, 3 down, 3 left, 3 right. See how there's a difference of 6 and a difference of 6? Okay. Now sometimes if you complete the square, it doesn't have to be on, it may only need to be on the, on one of the terms. So you might see something like, find, I might go over the page. And the radius of this circle with this equation will also do the domain and range, okay? Ready? Do I need to complete the square on the y squared? No, because you need to have an x squared and an x term. And to be able to complete the square on y squared, I need a y squared and a y term, but I don't have a y term. So let me just start by taking the constant term over. I only need to complete the square on x squared minus 6x, okay? So sometimes, yes, you'll complete the square on both the x's and the y's. So you need, to complete the square, you need two terms, the x squared and the x term, the y squared and the y term. I only have the x squared and the x term and only the y squared term, so I don't complete the square on the y. There's nothing, I need the y term to be able to complete it. So what are we going to do? X squared minus 6x what? Plus half of 6 is 3, so plus 3 squared. Plus, just keep the y squared on its own, equals 7 squared plus 3 squared. So this is x minus 3 all squared plus, isn't that just y minus 0 squared? Do you know what I mean? And it's not 7 squared, it's just making a mistake. 7 plus 9 is 16, and we know that that's 4 squared, right? So therefore, this is a circle with, what's the center? 3, 0. So this is a sideways shift. Radius equals 4, because it's 4 squared is 16. Okay? And you can do a quick sketch. 3, 0 about there. And we're going to go up, down, left, right. So across, I can just put the number 7. And to the left, and up, and down, all 4 units. And our domain and our range. All good? From -1 through to 7, and from -4 is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to 4. You can put the coordinates. Probably a good idea if you're sketching it.